Genetic modification is any organism whose genetic material has been altered using genetic engineering techniques using animals. A technology used for genetic modification is called CRISPR. This allows researchers to easily alter DNA sequences and modify gene functions. The protein Cas9 acts like a pair of molecular scissors capable of cutting strands of DNA.
Believe it or not, gene editing has been around for more than 30,000 years, but it may not be the genetic modification you know today. Because while our ancient ancestors may not have had a grasp of genetics, they still influenced the breeding of their animals. As we as humans were still hunters and gatherers around 32,000 years ago, we used wolf packs as scavengers, and to get the most out of these animals, we chose the most powerful ones for breeding, producing more and more ideal dogs for our partnerships. And now, tens of thousands of years later, the same concept is being introduced, but on a much larger scale. Instead of relying on natural selection and random chance, we have developed a scientific invention called CRISPR, which can modify the genes of animals and humans. For reference of a timeline, the first genetically created animal was a mouse in 1974, the first fruit in 1992, and in 2009, a goat provided the first form of medicine coming from a genetically edited animal that has been approved by the FDA.
The intended purpose of genetic modification is to give an animal more desirable characteristics, test out modifications that could be used on humans in the future, make an animal immune to a certain disease, make an animal grow to a larger than normal size, prevent genetic defects, or clone an animal.
Some sources say that using gene modification technology on animals further turns them into objects and can increase animal abuse. It can also create mutations and decrease the quality of life of the animals being tested on. Despite the controversy within the subject, the government says that the public will be part of the discussion in deciding how the animals will be treated while using gene modification technology.